Hi, my name's Adrian Johnson with Stonington Yacht Sales, and today I have the pleasure of introducing you to Beau Fleauve. She's a 2016 M36X, which is a carbon version of the Morris 36, which also features a lengthened carbon spar and a slightly deeper draft for performance. Beau Fleauve was designed to be sailed short-handed, where the helmsman can also control a lot of the operational gear. We'll start with a central hydraulic package. We have a hydraulic winch pack below the V-berth, which controls all winches on the boat, as well as the backstay, the boom vang, and the jib halyard, and the in-haulers. So from the helm, we can control the backstay, the boom vang, and we can also control the main sheet winches, which are the outboard winches, and the control line winches. We have main halyard, jib sheet, and the tack for the spinnaker, controlled from the starboard side here. Beau Fleauve has a very comfortable helm sitting for cruising if you're just out day sailing with friends. If you're in a more racing environment, we can sit up on the coaming for fantastic helm visibility, or on the leeward side, as well as operating 2-speed winches for the control lines on both sides, and with a foot pedal we can operate the leeward side if needed. And this again is from both sides of the helm. We have these controls. On the port side, we've got an autopilot controller, as well as controls for the boom vang, backstay, and the main sheet winches on both sides. So again, we can sheet in the main from the windward or leeward side. And we also have engine control panel at the helm. And I will take you forward. So our midship cleats recess down as to not cause any tangles while we're sailing. We've got recessed inlets for the swim ladder here, which is up in the anchor locker right now. And notice the varnish as we're coming up. We have stainless steel Navtec rod rigging. And one of the nicest things about Beau Fleauve is the Leisure Furl Ocean Series boom furler. Some of the really nice things about this is the sail cover, which stows in the boom, and pulling the sail cover back, and pulling the cover back on. So again, this stows in the lower portion of the boom and just pulls straight out when you're done sailing. The furling line comes through the internal hull up to a drum, through the mast into the furling drum on the front end of the mast. Again, this is the offshore series, the Ocean Series Leisure Furl, which has a manual override with a winch handle if you needed to crank it in. If you did have a problem with the furling line, you can crank the sail down by hand. The Leisure Furl is one of the nicest features of this boat. You have fantastic sail shape, as well as the ease of use for dealing with a big sail when it gets windy. So on the boat right now, we've got a 95% self-tacking jib. We can also put, there are 2 overlapping jibs that are controlled back aft. We've got stainless steel hood deck hatch, which opens for setting spinnakers underway. Large deck hatch. Anchor locker with our swim ladder, and access to the headstay roller furler if you needed to through there, as well as the anchor. Also note the tack line comes through the front of the bowsprit for ease of control for the tack from the helm position, and then the sheet would be controlled on the forward winch outside the coaming. So in the forward cockpit on both sides, again, we have hydraulic controls. We've got the jib halyard control. We've got the in-haulers for the jib if you're running one of the overlapping jibs for both port and starboard in-haulers. And they're again controlled from the port or the starboard side, wherever you're sitting. And then the jib sheet winches, where we can control the winch on the starboard side or the winch on the port side, depending on which side you're sitting at. Companionway doors, which could be replaced with boards if you desired, but these are removable doors that we have right now. On our way down below, we'll point out the two B&G V7 displays, as well as the Triton display in between. Now I'll show you the interior of Beau Fleauve. We'll start out with the electronics package. The plotter is a B&G Zeus 3S 9-inch display, which is tied in with the sailing instrument package. In the cockpit, we had two V7 displays as well as a Triton display above the companionway, and we had a autopilot controller back on the port side of the helm. We also have the ICOM VHF, a Fusion stereo, and we've got the Victron battery monitor that monitors the lithium house bank. Now we'll take a look, and it is worth noting the high gloss varnished hull ceilings, the Herreshoff style white bulkheads and vertical surfaces, and the condition of all the soft goods, which are in fantastic condition. So aft to port here, we have the head. We've got a vacuum flush toilet with a sink basin with hot and cold water. So after the settee to starboard, we've got our galley area, which has a top load DC refrigerator. So this runs off the batteries. We've got a hot and cold sink basin, and we've got storage below with drawers and storage above the counter space. Above the galley, we've got our electric panels for both AC and DC. So this is the AC panel outboard. This is powered through shore power, or which we are right now, we're on the inverter, which is located below the galley. The inverter is controlled through this master volt panel here. The DC panels are these three banks. So these are all of our lights and electronic switches, and our main battery switches are actually ACR remote switches. So we can power, like for this instance, the start battery on and off right here. It operates a remotely mounted switch in the starboard settee, or in the starboard cockpit locker. Engine access to the forward edge of the engine for checking the oil and taking a look at the belts. It's right below the companionway. All right, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this walkthrough video of Beau Fleauve. Please feel free to reach out to me, Adrian Johnson, at Stonington Yacht Sales with any questions or if you'd like further information.